Okay, I don't know how well this is going to go. I don't even know if people can hear me very well. You've got to do some real workarounds with this. You've got to kind of hook a microphone up to yourself, but also have it close enough to the Oculus's speakers in the hope that it actually picks up the game audio. So hopefully you can hear me and a tiny amount of the in-game audio. Here's Leon's hands look. I don't know what this looks like. I can't even see the Twitch chat. So if you see me do this, if you see the screen sort of do this, it's because I'm looking at lifting the headset up and looking at the stream chat. Hopefully you can hear something.
I'm a member of STARS.
Someone has... Jerry, hello, welcome. Hopefully you can hear me. I've no idea if anyone can hear me. But yeah, hopefully you can hear some sort of in-game audio. I don't know whether that's detecting. Are you hearing in-game audio? You hear me? Can you hear the in-game if I pull the trigger? Still getting the hang of that. Get some Revolver Ocelot stuff going. Softest pew-pews. We may just have to do that for now. I'll try and get the microphone set up a bit better when I've got time, but obviously for obvious reasons, this is very much a ad hoc stream. But yeah, you can do all sorts of cool stuff like this. You can't throw knives, unfortunately. Everything comes back to you. You've got some Magneto sort of powers going on, look. So yeah, Oculus, yes. How does it compare to PSVR? It's better, to be honest. You've got dual analogs for a start with the the controllers, which makes movement absolute joy, and the screens are probably better, to be honest. Can you John Woo? You can. Obviously, I've not had Two Pistols yet because I've barely played it. We'll get started. If you see me, like I say, if you see me sort of like lifting up the screen like that, it's because I'm actually having to lift to look up the Twitch chat, because you've got to load like 3 apps so the Oculus can speak to your PC, and then you've got to hook a microphone up separately. Let's just see how we get on. Let's see how we get on. Hope everyone's okay. Sorry for the absence. Obviously, life's been crazy lately. So, the title screen is in the church. It's looking very pretty. Leon has a watch. It's not as cool as Ethan's watch, but it does tell accurate time. Leon's fickled finger of fate look. Return is going to. Surely it's not going to make me do all this again. Current settings. Let's leave that on because I've turned all the comfort controls off, so it is like the raw experience. So yeah, there we go. Look at this lore.
It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the Arklay Mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City. It hit the peaceful little town, with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan to sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole affair gone public, United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished.
So you can see there's loads of work for the trailer. Who? The opening title, sorry, trailer. I call it trailer. Intro.
I received special training via a secret organization working under the direct control of the president. I was to assume the responsibility of protecting the new president's family.
Why am I the one who always gets me short end of the stick? You, who are you really? Come on and tell us. You are a long way from home, cowboy. You have my sympathies.
Guess that's a local's way of breaking the ice. Anyway, you know what this is all about. My assignment is to search for the president's missing daughter.
What? All by yourself?
Wisdom just
Goodbye, Umbrella, absolutely.
Some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again,
Maybe you did.
Oh, you crazy American. It's a direct order from the chief himself. I tell you, it's no picnic.
I'm counting on you guys.
It's freezing. It's so cold all of a sudden.
It was right before I was to take on my duties of
Don't
protecting
look.
the president's daughter when she was abducted. That's the ultimate reason I'm in this lonely, rural part of Europe. According to our intelligence, there's reliable information about a sighting of a girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's being withheld by some unidentified group of people. Who would have thought that my first job would have been a rescue mission?
It's freezing. So cold all of a sudden. Must be my imagination.
This is Ethan playing in Leon as Leon in preparation for Village MGS style. Yep. The Leon program. VR simulator. Yeah, VR. I like what you've done there. Right. This is a ridiculous way of streaming, by the way. The amount of hurdles you've got to jump just to get this working.
Just up ahead is the village.
Just up ahead of the village.
I'll go and have a look around.
We'll stay and watch that car. Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
Good luck.
Jeez, who are these guys?
Did you say something?
Oh, here we go. There's my little codec look.
Leon, I hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Hunnigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear. So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
That's right. She's the daughter of the president. So try to behave yourself, okay?
Whoever this group is, they sure picked the wrong girl to kidnap.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good.
Yeah, we skip all that. Here we go. Right, we're in. So you get your little thing down here, which you draw your weapon. So this is yeah, and as people have noted, Kendo is missing. Grab your ammo. Now, unfortunately, you can't use the slide button here, which is a shame. You've always got to top cock it like that, which is a little bit unrealistic because, you know, when you drop your mag, you should just be able to slamp the next one in and hit this little button here, and it should reset the slide, but it doesn't. You've got to do it manually, which is it's not a problem. It's not a problem. So you've obviously got full movement and aiming, and unfortunately, you haven't got the little bit where he tells you to let's get this over, whatever he says. Let's get this over or something. Let's get this over with. But yeah, so I've turned laser sights off because why not? So which means we're having to do like proper iron sight aiming, which is it's actually way more effective than it probably looks. Ooh, and it got away. That's the one that got away. As you go up to items, they float through the air. George Trevor will like that. I mean, you can do exactly. You can gangster it if you want. You can, hold it up in the air. I mean, I try and role play this a little bit. Try and think, what would Leon do? I mean, have it by your side or anything like that. You can throw it and then magneto it back into your hand. Your knife is on your chest, so you sort of have to put the handle to your chest and then hit the grab button, and you get your knife, and then you just swing like that and hopefully not smash it into a desk nearby. Let's see if we're still streaming. We are still streaming. This one for us, probably not so much page to go. Leon's luscious hair. Go harass some villagers. Tactical Sean action. Yep. It's like Duck Hunt. It's better than Duck Hunt. And although it's funny you should mention Duck Hunt, actually, because you'll see something in a minute where you can actually break parts of the game because it's not been tweaked as much as you would think. So, like I say, apologies if you can't hear the game audio at all or whatever, but I'll try and figure out a better solution for next time. Detail. You can put your head in the gun, look.
I was wondering if you might recognize a girl in this photograph.
¿Qué carajo estás haciendo aquí? ¡Lárgate, cabrón!
Sorry to have bothered.
Freeze! Is it freeze?
So yeah, one thing they've not told us about is it's got max pain bullet time. It hasn't. It's just for the tutorial.
Is everything okay?
There was a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize it. There are still others surrounding the area.
Get out of there and head toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
He's not a zombie. You can actually see them through the gaps in the door. So yeah, this is one of the most sort of humorous game-breaking things, is you can actually properly get them now, because you can sort of peer out the window in a way that you couldn't before. I mean, obviously you could always do it. So first little detail I noticed has changed is there's no maggots on these now. They've got this kind of weird blood texture. I don't really know why, but there's no animated maggots, which is a bit of a shame. Where's my gun? There we go. Ooh. So it just feels like cheating now. Yeah, it totally feels like cheating. Sorry, Sean got a jet, no problem. Cheers, Mako, for dropping by. Mako. Time Crisis is looking kind of brown. Try to remember the basics of CQC. Absolutely. Let's keep going. I don't know how long I've got. We've got quirky typewriters. You get this little, it's almost like a mini game, look. There you go. Ah. Tea. There we go, look at that. Such immersion. TM, hello, thank you for the bits. Cheers. Sorry I can't really engage the chat very well because I can't see it. But let's go. Oh, my insight aiming is poor. Look, there we go. Yes. And we've got the dog, and you've got a little sort of interactivity mechanic here. I'll try and do it. There we go. Other than that, everything else is in, the locations you remember it. There's a red herb there. Everything else is the same. So it's worth saying that being brutally critical, the new moving and shooting options do kind of break the combat. It's not a deal breaker because obviously we've played this game through a million times, so it's not necessarily a problem, but it does kind of make it a little bit easy. One of the first changes then with the new Facebook PC version, I guess no one's safe here is a line change, because in the GameCube version and all other versions, to be honest, it says something like I guess there's no sex discrimination here, better find her fast. So that's one of the first changes you've got. Obviously we've had a couple of changes with the Hunnigan dialogue, but in terms of discomfort and things like that, I must be honest, I'm not getting any. It's very similar in terms of RE7, in terms of how it feels. Obviously, it has all the motion controls and whatnot that RE7 didn't. But in terms of sort of its presentation and it's sort of how it feels in VR is the same as RE7. Movement's very similar. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's just a very neat experience. I mean, it's still more or less the same game. Like I say, the combat's different. Based on your performance here, that's fine, Jerry. I've only used real guns like once, so live in the UK, of course. Hi, Hunnigan.
Leon, how you holding up?
Bad question, Hunnigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful.
I'll take a look at it, thanks.
So I can't believe I've got to go through all these every single time. Yes. Yes. Let's go back. Right, here we go. The main event. So you don't... that's interesting. So you don't get the prompt to... you don't get the... I just went in guns blazing earlier when I was testing it, but you don't actually get the prompt to look through binoculars. So we'll get started. And now we begin. Village Murder Simulator. So grenades are pretty decent because you pull it and then you just gotta do better than that. Wow, 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 wow. Where you at, villagers? Rounds. Here we go. Nothing like a a green tick to take you out the immersion. Was there always a herb in here, by the way? Ooh. I'm empty. God damn it. Doors, you have to literally turn the handle, so I'll do that in a minute. There we go. So you can just literally just kite. It's like playing Doom, like I say, which is a little bit immersion breaking, because they haven't done anything with the AI of the Ganados. So you can just sort of just run around in circles like this. If this was one of the highlights of the of the sort of GameCube, the previous versions, then it doesn't quite have that same impact this time, because the AI just can't really compensate against all these new tricks you've got. Your mobility is just so impressive. Ooh, out of ammo again. You can put like a move and shoot mode on, which obviously locks you to the spot. But it's by the by, really. You don't really want to ruin your immersion by putting like unrealistic restrictions on your character. Eileen Valentine, hello. Yeah, I'll absolutely review this. So, I mean, in terms of an experience, it's fantastic, but like I say, I do worry it's going to be a little bit easy. Because
Hunnigan, I have some bad news. I've confirmed the body of an officer. Something's happened to the people here.
Look for a tower and follow the trail near it.
Got it.
do a bit of any other business before I move on. In terms of like, the discomfort and whatnot, it's really difficult because it varies. A couple of people have said to me like, how is the discomfort, how any motion sickness, and it's like I personally haven't got any, but I know some people this would absolutely, probably give them ridiculous headaches and things like that. So it varies so differently between individuals that it's not. I can't really say for definite whether it would affect you or not, because it's like I say, it's such an unknown factor between person to person. I mean, if you've tried VR experiences before and it's given you some grief, then I don't see why this wouldn't either. Shotgun holster's on your shoulder now, so if you want your pistol, you grab it from here. And if you want the shotgun, you literally put your hand over your shoulder, hit the grab button, and there's your shotgun. Which is pretty neat. Think I've got that much time left, so I will just start the next section and maybe try and get to Lewis, because that's only like 10 minutes, and then I'll have to call it a night there, I'm afraid. But yeah, very neat experience, very cool. I still think probably RE7 is the better VR experience, even though this has all like the reloading and stuff like that. RE7 just feels, I don't know, it just it just works. This doesn't. It's not that this doesn't work, but you definitely feel like you've kind of broken something that was, very refined and honed. This is just like a very neat experience. What would be necklace? I mean that is wicked. I won't lie. Give me the necklace. I can't reach it. It's out of my reach. I'm gonna have to try and lean in. I can't. It's out of my comfort zone. You have to establish comfort perimeters and things like that. RE community tribute reports. No. How's the game? It's great. It's wicked. Oops, there we go. No, don't turn the power off. No. It's exactly what you want it to be. It's RE4 in VR, and it is wicked. And all this is an egg. All this is great fun. It's impossible to lie because it truly is. There's no animal petting mechanics, unfortunately. Was there always a wolf here? Was this... What? Is this new? In all the times I've played this, I don't think I've ever known the wolf here. I'm genuinely curious about that. No ammo. No bullets. So there's no ladder transitions. There is a transition, should I say. There's no ladder animation. It just does that. It just sort of fades. And the context sensitive animations and stuff like that, they just play out like this, like that. So you go third person for stuff like that, which is fine. It is fine. The running away from boulders is full of jank. I'm pleased I ain't got a camera on me at the minute. Different dog can't be killed. I always assumed it was the one you rescued. God, I've never known it was there. Laser sight can be disabled. Absolutely, yep. Iron sight's good fun. Just to add something different to it, really. The laser sight is just, make it even easier, to be honest. But how's this for jank? Falcon Punch! Anyway, it's all very silly. Hello. Look at this. You're literally mimicking running. And again, a big green tick. As I say, we've done alright. Yes. Oh, what? God, fucking spiders in VR. Like I needed that. Give me shells. Oh no. I'm actually very close to dying, so let's try and work out how to do this. So, yeah. So point with Leon's crooked finger. We go grab, drag, and then chuck it at Leon, I think. There we go. That's your quick belt, I think. So you've got side arms, you've got shoulder, over the shoulder. So I assume that's where like your rifles and stuff goes. Your grenade belt, which you grab from your chest, and then I don't know how to quick heal yet, so I'll have to try and work out how that's done. But that's the inventory. Ganados don't like me, so I don't like Ganados. Give me the shells. There we go. I don't really want. I literally got no handgun ammo at all. Christ. I don't really want to have to waste a shotgun shell, but needs must. Needs must. You do a 180 turn by just simply holding the right analog stick back for a second. So if you ever see me do it accidentally, that's what's happened. Like that. So sorry, this has been a bit slightly jank stream. What with the audio being not great and my surroundings has just been very rushed. I'll certainly work out a better method next time. But it was just something I just really wanted to just get something online today because it's quite exciting to try. it works well, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the rest of the game's like. To be honest, because I think as it gets into sort of the better set pieces, quite looking forward to seeing what the game does. But yeah, first impressions are it's an excellent way of replaying this game. Definitive version, probably not, because I think it's too broken with what it is. But it's a wonderful experiment, and an all-round great experience.
Rough, don't you think? You're not like them?
No. You?
Okay, I have only one very important question. You got a smoke?
Got gum.
This is a big cheese.
Perfect.
Him there.
The big cheese. What?
You can't just do, you can't just do what you want, comrade. There we go.
Feeble humans. Let us give you our power.
Let me just try and remember how to pause it. There we go. Oh gosh. So, where's my mouse? Just as yeah, I mean that's pretty neat. It's a fun experience. Like I say, definitive version probably not. It's just sorry, you're getting like whatever that is, but just yeah, just as an aside, I am sweating. It is hot. So these are the little controllers. If you've not seen them, pretty neat little analogs on them and stuff like that. I've had to literally have another headset around my neck the whole time with the microphone tucked up here in the hope that it tried to capture something to do with the game audio. Look at that, actually sweating, wringing with sweat. Because unfortunately the Oculus can't really stream terribly well. It can't stream audio to the PC, so you have to use like a program on the PC to send the video signal to the PC, which then you can use OBS to capture, and then use your usual streaming settings to do it. So the way to get around the audio is to try and sort of tuck up the microphone sort of close to where the speakers are in the headset here, because you've got stereo speakers just that go into your ear. So it's pretty neat. You get quite good 360 environmental audio. And it's probably the best RE4 sounded, certainly. But yeah, wireless VR, which is ultimately a step up from what the PSVR is. Absolutely. So yeah, Mish, you just literally just joined us on left, but I'll chuck this on YouTube. Just, Point of view seems kind of low. It's probably just the way I was sat, because let me just didn't have it set quite correctly. Well, it's basically vital. I've got my iOS 2 port. No, thankfully you can connect it to Steam, and so any sort of PC VR experiences you can now like beam it wirelessly to your headset and use this. So I might like look at getting like Alex or something like that. Oh shit, you won't be able to hear me because I took the microphone away, because I'm used to having a microphone on the desk. That was hilarious. Sorry about that. It's such a ridiculous setup. So you probably didn't catch a word of that, what I've been saying. But yeah, sweating anyway. Like I say, I'll get this set up a bit more refined and working better next time. But thanks very much for joining me. I've now got to go and do some duties. Take care. See you all very soon. Thanks very much for stopping by, and I will hopefully, when life settles down a little bit, I will try and get some sort of schedule going. You didn't miss too much. While I was babbling on, I was just merely explaining like what these were, what they did. The fact that the Oculus headset's got speakers in it, so I had to hook this microphone here up in the hope that it would capture game audio and me speaking. That was about it. And in answer to Mish, I will get. You can connect the Oculus to Steam. So for any PC VR games, you can now use the Oculus for it. So things like Half-Life Alyx are on the table now. So it's definitely a worthy buy, if you like. And in terms of what I just said about the game, I don't know where I was when I pulled the microphone away from my mouth. Like RE4 VR is excellent. Is the definitive version of the game? Probably not, because I think it's broken a bit too much to truly be what you would call a definitive version of the game. But it's a very neat experience. It's a lot of fun. Other than that, I don't think I said too much more before I ridiculously pulled the microphone away. Thank you for the resub, Jerry. I'm just looking back at what I missed, and TM, thank you for the bits. Thanks everybody for watching. And like I say, fingers crossed to get some sort of a life back soon, and then be able to get this all back up and running again properly. And when that'll be, who knows. Thanks very much. See you all very soon. I'm very tired. I'm going to go to bed. Cheerio.